wasn't the first time I saw you. I had seen you before. In the ordinary way, you see people who are there, but not yet yours to notice. Then you looked at me like that, and the ordinary way was gone, and there was only that look which changed the quality of everything that came after. I don't know what I looked like in that moment. I only know what I felt, which was the particular feeling of being seen by someone who was actually looking. Not past you, not through you, just at you completely. The way sunlight finds one window in a whole street and makes it briefly everything. The first time you looked at me like that, the world made a sound I hadn't heard before. The first time you looked at me like that, something that had been waiting without knowing it was waiting finally knew what it had been waiting for. The first time you looked at me like that, I understood that some looks change everything before a single word is spoken. I didn't plan to fall, I didn't decide anything. You looked at me like that, and planning and deciding became things that happened to other people, not to me. Not that moment, not with you. The first time you looked at me like that, I didn't know yet what it would cost, what it would give, how long it would stay. The first time you looked at me like that was the beginning of the most beautiful and burning thing I have ever been part of. The first time you looked at me like that, I would not trade it for anything, not even knowing what came after, because that look was worth everything that followed it, every single thing. The first time you looked at me like that, everything shifted, worth every single thing that followed. We burned so bright that first summer. This is too good for ordinary life to contain. Everything else dimmed when we were together, as if the world knew it couldn't compete and didn't try. People noticed us, I think, the way people notice something that is more lit than usual, more alive than usual, more itself than anything around it. We were like that, too bright, too warm, too completely on fire to last, which I didn't know, which I wouldn't have changed. Even if I had, we burned so bright that I still see it when I close my eyes. We burned so bright that everything after has been a little dimmer than it was before us. We burned so bright, and I would do it all again. Every blinding, beautiful, burning minute of it, even knowing how it ends, even knowing what bright things do. Eventually they burn. Brightest fires leave the most warmth after they are gone. Not the small ones, not the careful ones, the ones that burned without asking permission, without saving anything for later. We were that kind, the kind that gives everything all at once and leaves you warmer than you were for the rest of your life. We burned so bright, and I carry that brightness everywhere I go. We burned so bright, and the places we were together still hold a little of that light when I go back to them. We burn so bright, and bright is the only word for what we were, for what I still am. When I think of you, still burning somewhere, still bright, still us, still everything we were, when we were everything. We burned so bright, still burning somewhere, still everything we were, when we were everything. That night had no tomorrow in it. We didn't talk about what happened after, what it meant, where it went. There was only the night and you in it, in the particular way. Time stops when something is happening that is too real for time to keep up with. I have had nights that had tomorrows in them, careful nights, nights where part of me was already in the morning, thinking about what to say, how to be. That night was not one of those. That night I was completely there, every second of it, with nothing held back for later. That night had no tomorrow in it, and I was glad for every minute of the not knowing what came next. That night had no tomorrow in it, just the night, just you, just the particular feeling of being completely in something without one part of you standing outside it, watching. That night had no tomorrow in it, and tomorrow came anyway, as it always does. But that night was complete without it. To think love needed a future to be real. That night changed that love that is completely in the moment, completely in the room, completely in the other person, is as real as love gets more real than the careful kind that keeps one eye on what comes next. That night had no tomorrow in it, and I have carried every moment of it into every tomorrow since. That night had no tomorrow in it, and somehow it is still happening in the part of me that keeps no calendar, that knows no after. That night had no tomorrow in it, just you, just me, just that, which was enough, which was everything, which still is every time I go back to it, which is often, more often than tomorrow ever knew. Had no tomorrow in it, still happening somewhere. Everything, still everything. Everything else disappeared when you were there, not gradually, not politely, just gone. The room full of people gone, the noise gone, the thing I was thinking whatever you were, which was everything the room had to offer. I tried to be normal in those moments, to look at other things, to be interested in other people, to be the person I was before you arrived. I wasn't very good at it. You were too much of everything for anything else to get through. Everything else disappeared when you were there, and I let it every time. Everything else disappeared when you were there, and I didn't mind losing the world for a while, because you were more than the world had ever been to me. Everything else disappeared when you were there, and now everything is here all the time without you, which is its own kind of disappearing. You just did, the way heat fills a room without asking whether there is room for anything else. There wasn't when you were there. There was only you, which was fine, which was more than fine, which was the only thing I wanted. Disappeared when you were there, and I understand now what a rare thing that was, to be so completely in the presence of another person, that the world has the grace to step back and let you be in it fully. Everything else disappeared when you were there, and I have been looking for that feeling in every room I have walked into since, without finding it, which is how I know it was real, which is how I know you were. Everything else disappeared when you were there, still looking for that feeling. You kissed me like you meant it, not like a question, not like a maybe, like something you had decided before you moved. I felt the decision in it, the certainty, the complete lack of hesitation, which was the most overwhelming thing about it. Not the kiss itself, the intention behind it, the fact that you meant every second of it. I had been kissed before that in the polite ways, the careful ways, the ways that leave part of the person somewhere else, while their lips are there. You were completely there, every part of you in that kiss, which meant I was completely there too, which I hadn't been in a long time. You kissed me like you meant it, and I felt it all the way through. You kissed me like you meant it, and everything careful, everything held back, everything I had been saving for later came undone. You kissed me like you meant it, and meaning it was the thing I hadn't known I needed until you showed me what it felt like. Some kisses ask, some kisses tell, some kisses are already somewhere else before they finish. Yours was none of those. Yours was completely here, completely now, completely me, which is the rarest thing a kiss can be. You kissed me like you meant it, and I have measured every kiss since against that one. You kissed me like you meant it, and nothing has quite measured up, which I don't say with sadness, just with the particular gratitude of someone who knows what meaning it actually feels like. You kissed me like you meant it, and I still feel it, the intention of it, the certainty, the complete lack of hesitation, which meant everything, which still does. You kissed me like you meant it, still feel the intention, nothing quite measured up since. We forgot what time was that summer. I remember looking up, and the light was completely wrong for what I thought it was. Hours had passed, entire afternoons, things had happened while we were inside whatever we were, which had no use for clocks or schedules or the ordinary way time moves when nothing is happening. I used to be good with time, punctual, aware of it, respectful of it. You ruined me for time in the best way, made me someone who could sit for 6 hours and feel 30 minutes had passed, which is a kind of gift, the kind you don't know you needed until someone gives it to you. We forgot what time was, and time didn't seem to mind. We forgot what time was, and the days got longer and the nights got longer, and everything stretched itself out around us like it knew we needed more of it. We forgot what time was, and I remember thinking, this is what it means to be completely somewhere with someone who makes somewhere feel like everywhere. Kept going without us. The world kept its schedule without us. We were somewhere else in a place that ran on a different time, a time measured in the space between one breath and the next. Not hours, not minutes, just you and me, and the particular feeling of not needing anything to be different. We forgot what time was, and I have remembered ever since what forgetting it felt like. We forgot what time was, and I know now that every clock I have looked at since then has been a small reminder of the summer we didn't look at any. We forgot what time was, and I would give a lot to forget it one more time with you. Just one more afternoon of not knowing what hour it was, of not caring, of being so completely there that time forgot us too. We forgot what time was. One more afternoon like that. Time forgot us too. I noticed it toward the end, without knowing it was the end. The kisses got sweeter, which should have been a good sign, which felt like a good sign at the time. But I know now what I didn't know then, that the sweetest kisses are the ones that know something the people kissing don't know yet. There was one I remember more than the others. You kissed me like you were memorizing it, like you were taking something you intended to keep. I thought that was love deepening. I didn't know it was love leaving slowly, one sweet kiss at a time. The sweeter the kiss, the closer the end. I know that now, I didn't know it then. The sweeter the kiss, the more it meant you were already somewhere I couldn't follow. The sweeter the kiss, the more I held on without knowing what I was holding on for, without knowing I was already in the letting go. I don't blame the kisses, they were honest, more honest than either of us was willing to be at the time. They were saying, this is precious because it is ending, this is sweet because it is almost gone. I just wasn't listening to what the sweetness was trying to tell me. The sweeter the kiss, the closer the end. And the last one was the sweetest of all, which I only knew after, which is the only way you know. The last one is the last one. The sweeter the kiss, the closer the end. And I am grateful for every sweet one, even knowing what they were saying, even knowing the sweetest kiss was goodbye, dressed up as everything else, even knowing that I wouldn't change a single one. The sweeter the kiss, the closer the end. The last one was the sweetest of all. didn't say goodbye, we just stopped. No last conversation, no final words, no moment where we looked at each other and said, this is the last time. We just stopped the way a song sometimes ends, not with a final note, but with the music simply not being there anymore. I kept waiting for the goodbye for weeks after, some part of me convinced that something that burned that bright deserved a proper ending. It never came, which meant the ending was all those small stoppings, the unreturned message, the plan that didn't become a plan, the space where you used to be that just stayed space. We didn't say goodbye, we just stopped, and the stopping was its own kind of goodbye, the kind that doesn't give you anything to hold on to. We didn't say goodbye, we just stopped, and I have been finishing that sentence ever since in my head, saying the goodbye we never said to the version of you that still lives in the part of me that didn't get to say it. We didn't say goodbye, we just stopped, which means in some way we never did. Goodbyes have a shape, a beginning, a middle, an end. What we had no shape, just an edge where something used to be and then wasn't. I have run my fingers along that edge many times, looking for where it ended, never finding it because it didn't end. It just stopped. We didn't say goodbye, we just stopped, and stopping without saying goodbye means part of it is always still going. We didn't say goodbye, we just stopped, and I carry the unsaid goodbye the way you carry something you meant to give someone and never did. Still in your pocket, still warm, still meant for you. We didn't say goodbye, we just stopped, and somewhere in that stopping you are still there at the edge of it, almost saying goodbye the way we never did. Almost, always, almost. I didn't know it then. If I had known, I would have stayed longer, paid more attention, memorized more of it. But that's the thing about last warm nights, they don't announce themselves, they just happen. And then later, you know which one it was. I remember the air more than anything, the particular temperature that summer makes when it is almost not summer anymore, but not yet admitting it. That air and you in it, and neither of us knowing that the warmth had already decided it was done. The last warm night was ordinary, which is how last warm nights are. The last warm night didn't feel like last, it felt like any of the other nights that came before it, which were warm and good and not yet over. The last warm night, and I didn't know to hold it differently, to breathe it more carefully, to say, remember this, remember this. This is warm. Summers, different air, different people beside me. The temperature was never quite the same, not because the nights were colder, but because warmth is made by specific people, in specific places, at specific times. And that specific warmth was yours, and it ended on a night that didn't know it was ending. The last warm night, I would go back if I could, not to change anything, just to know which one it was. While I was in it, the last warm night, just to feel it one more time with the knowledge of what it was, of what came after, of what it meant, that it was warm at all. The last warm night was everything, every warm night before it, arriving at once and leaving at once. And I was there without knowing I was there for the last time in that warmth, which was yours, which was ours, which was everything. Until it was already gone. Not every time, but enough times that closing my eyes has become a little dangerous. The particular thing you smelled like, not perfume, not soap, just you. The specific chemistry of you that I apparently memorized without trying to. Smell is the oldest sense, the one most tied to memory, to the parts of the brain that don't care about logic or time past, or the sensible reasons why something should be over. My brain doesn't care about any of that. It just knows what you smelled like and finds you there. Every time I close my eyes long enough, when I close my eyes I still smell you, and I am back there completely before I can stop myself. When I close my eyes I still smell you, and everything that came between then and now disappears, and it is just that scent and everything it means. When I close my eyes I still smell you, which means some part of you is still right here, close enough to find when I close my eyes. I don't go looking for it, it finds me in a crowd, in a certain kind of warmth in the air before rain. Suddenly you are there in the most real way. A person can be there when they are not there. Just the scent, just the memory it carries, just the particular version of me that existed when you were close enough to smell. When I close my eyes I still smell you, and I have stopped being surprised by it. When I close my eyes I still smell you, and I let it happen now instead of fighting it, because fighting it never worked, and letting it happen gives me a few seconds of something that feels like having you back. When I close my eyes I still smell you, and those few seconds are worth every time. It catches me off guard, worth every time I close my eyes and find you still there, still you, still everything you always were to me. When I close my eyes I still smell you, still there, still you. see the drops before I hear it on the window. Something in the air just before it starts, that smell of rain coming, that was always yours somehow before it was ever rain. I used to love the rain for its own reasons. Now I love it for yours and dread it for the same reason. You come back in the rain without asking, without warning, just there, the way you always were before I had any reason to miss you. Every time it rains, I feel you on my skin, in the air, in the particular cold that rain brings, that feels like your hands. Do you know that your hands always felt like rain about to happen? Every time it rains, I feel you, and I stand in it sometimes just to feel you longer, just to let the rain bring you back for a little while. Every time it rains, I feel you, and rain has never been just rain since you. Sometimes I don't go inside when it starts. I just stand there getting wet, letting it cover me the way you did when you were here. And the rain was just rain. Now the rain is you, and standing in it is the closest thing I have to standing in you again. Every time it rains, I feel you, and I have stopped pretending I don't. Every time it rains, I feel you, and I turn my face up to it, the way you used to turn your face up to me. Every time it rains, I feel you, cold and certain and everywhere, the way love is when it decides it isn't finished with you yet. When the rain decides it isn't finished bringing you back to me. Every time it rains, I feel you. Rain has never been just rain since you. Thought it was over when it was over, the way fires are over when they go out. But I was wrong about fires and about you. You don't put out a fire like that, you just stop feeding it, and it goes quiet, and you think it's done. Until something touches the ash and finds it still warm underneath. I have touched that ash many times without meaning to. Your name in a song, the smell of rain, eyes closed in a warm room. Each time still warm, still you, still burning somewhere under everything I have put on top of it. A love that burns you once, burns forever. Not the same way, not as loud, not as visible, but there in the warmth that stayed when everything else went cold. A love that burns you once, burns forever. In every closed eye, every rainy day, every song that carries you back to the night it started. A love that burns you once, burns forever. And I am still burning quietly, completely, gratefully for what we were when we were everything. You cannot feel a fire like that, cannot feel the way you looked at me like that, kissed me like you meant it, made everything else disappear. Can't unfeel the sweetest kiss that was also goodbye. The last warm night, the rain that still carries you, the eyes closed that still find you. Can't unfeel it, wouldn't if I could. It burned me once, it burns me still, which means it was real, which means you were a love that burns you once, burns forever. And I have been on fire this whole time, quietly carrying it through every ordinary day that came after. A love that burns you once, burns forever. And the burning is not pain, not anymore, just warmth in the place where you were, where you still are, where you will always be, in the particular heat that a love like that leaves behind. When it burns you once, it burns forever. That is the only truth about a love like this. It burns and burns and burns. A love that burns you once, burns forever. Still burning, still you, still everything. wasn't the first time I saw you. I had seen you before. In the ordinary way, you see people who are there, but not yet yours to notice. Then you looked at me like that, and the ordinary way was gone, and there was only that look which changed the quality of everything that came after. I don't know what I looked like in that moment. I only know what I felt, which was the particular feeling of being seen by someone who was actually looking. Not past you, not through you, just at you completely. The way sunlight finds one window in a whole street and makes it briefly everything. The first time you looked at me like that, the world made a sound I hadn't heard before. The first time you looked at me like that, something that had been waiting without knowing it was waiting finally knew what it had been waiting for. The first time you looked at me like that, I understood that some looks change everything before a single word is spoken. I didn't plan to fall, I didn't decide anything. You looked at me like that, and planning and deciding became things that happened to other people, not to me. Not that moment, not with you. The first time you looked at me like that, I didn't know yet what it would cost, what it would give, how long it would stay. The first time you looked at me like that was the beginning of the most beautiful and burning thing I have ever been part of. The first time you looked at me like that, I would not trade it for anything, not even knowing what came after, because that look was worth everything that followed it, every single thing. The first time you looked at me like that, everything shifted, worth every single thing that followed. We burned so bright, That first summer, I remember thinking, this is too much, this is too good for ordinary life to contain. Everything else dimmed when we were together, as if the world knew it couldn't compete and didn't try. People noticed us, I think, the way people notice something that is more lit than usual, more alive than usual, more itself than anything around it. We were like that, too bright, too warm, too completely on fire to last, which I didn't know, which I wouldn't have changed. Even if I had, we burned so bright that I still see it when I close my eyes. We burned so bright that everything after has been a little dimmer than it was before us. We burned so bright, and I would do it all again. Every blinding, beautiful, burning minute of it, even knowing how it ends, even knowing what bright things do. Eventually they burn. The brightest fires leave the most warmth after they are gone. Not the small ones, not the careful ones, the ones that burned without asking permission, without saving anything for later. We were that kind, the kind that gives everything all at once and leaves you warmer than you were for the rest of your life. We burned so bright, and I carry that brightness everywhere I go. We burned so bright, and the places we were together still hold a little of that light when I go back to them. We burn so bright, and bright is the only word for what we were, for what I still am. When I think of you, still burning somewhere, still bright, still us, still everything we were, when we were everything. We burned so bright, still burning somewhere, still everything we were, when we were everything. We didn't talk about what happened after, what it meant, where it went. There was only the night and you in it, in the particular way time stops when something is happening that is too real for time to keep up with. I have had nights that had tomorrows in them, careful nights, nights where part of me was already in the morning, thinking about what to say, how to be. That night was not one of those. That night I was completely there, every second of it, with nothing held back for later. That night had no tomorrow in it, and I was glad for every minute of the not knowing what came next. That night had no tomorrow in it, just the night, just you, just the particular feeling of being completely in something without one part of you standing outside it, watching. That night had no tomorrow in it, and tomorrow came anyway, as it always does. But that night was complete without it. To think love needed a future to be real. That night changed that love that is completely in the moment, completely in the room, completely in the other person, is as real as love gets more real than the careful kind that keeps one eye on what comes next. That night had no tomorrow in it, and I have carried every moment of it into every tomorrow since. That night had no tomorrow in it, and somehow it is still happening in the part of me that keeps no calendar, that knows no after. That night had no tomorrow in it, just you, just me, just that, which was enough, which was everything, which still is every time I go back to it, which is often, more often than tomorrow ever knew. Had no tomorrow in it, still happening somewhere. Everything, still everything. Everything else disappeared when you were there, not gradually, not politely, just gone. full of people gone, the noise gone, the thing I was thinking before you arrived gone. Just you standing there, being whatever you were, which was everything the room had to offer. I tried to be normal in those moments, to look at other things, to be interested in other people, to be the person I was before you arrived. I wasn't very good at it. You were too much of everything for anything else to get through. Everything else disappeared when you were there, and I let it every time. Everything else disappeared when you were there, and I didn't mind losing the world for a while, because you were more than the world had ever been to me. Everything else disappeared when you were there, and now everything is here all the time without you, which is its own kind of disappearing. You just did, the way heat fills a room without asking whether there is room for anything else. There wasn't when you were there. There was only you, which was fine, which was more than fine, which was the only thing I wanted. Everything else disappeared when you were there, and I understand now what a rare thing that was, to be so completely in the presence of another person, that the world has the grace to step back and let you be in it fully. Everything else disappeared when you were there, and I have been looking for that feeling in every room I have walked into since, without finding it, which is how I know it was real, which is how I know you were. Everything else disappeared when you were there, still looking for that feeling. You kissed me like you meant it, not like a question, not like a maybe, like like something you had decided before you moved. I felt the decision in it, the certainty, the complete lack of hesitation, which was the most overwhelming thing about it. Not the kiss itself, the intention behind it, the fact that you meant every second of it. I had been kissed before that in the polite ways, the careful ways, the ways that leave part of the person somewhere else, while their lips are there. You were completely there, every part of you in that kiss, which meant I was completely there too, which I hadn't been in a long time. You kissed me like you meant it, and I felt it all the way through. You kissed me like you meant it, and everything careful, everything held back, everything I had been saving for later came undone. You kissed me like you meant it, and meaning it was the thing I hadn't known I needed until you showed me what it felt like. Some kisses ask, some kisses tell, some kisses are already somewhere else before they finish. Yours was none of those. Yours was completely here, completely now, completely me, which is the rarest thing a kiss can be. You kissed me like you meant it, and I have measured every kiss since against that one. You kissed me like you meant it, and nothing has quite measured up, which I don't say with sadness, just with the particular gratitude of someone who knows what meaning it actually feels like. You kissed me like you meant it, and I still feel it, the intention of it, the certainty, the complete lack of hesitation, which meant everything, which still does. You kissed me like you meant it, still feel the intention, nothing quite measured up since. We forgot what time was that summer. I remember looking up completely wrong for what I thought it was. Hours had passed, entire afternoons had happened while we were inside whatever we were, which had no use for clocks or schedules or the ordinary way time moves when nothing is happening. I used to be good with time, punctual, aware of it, respectful of it. You ruined me for time in the best way, made me someone who could sit for 6 hours and feel 30 minutes had passed, which is a kind of gift, the kind you don't know you needed until someone gives it to you. We forgot what time was, and time didn't seem to mind. We forgot what time was, and the days got longer and the nights got longer, and everything stretched itself out around us like it knew we needed more of it. We forgot what time was, and I remember thinking, this is what it means to be completely somewhere with someone who makes somewhere feel like everywhere. Kept going without us, the world kept its schedule without us. We were somewhere else in a place that ran on a different time, a time measured in the space between one breath and the next, not hours, not minutes, just you and me, and the particular feeling of not needing anything to be different. We forgot what time was, and I have remembered ever since what forgetting it felt like. We forgot what time was, and I know now that every clock I have looked at since then has been a small reminder of the summer we didn't look at any. We forgot what time was, and I would give a lot to forget it one more time with you. Just one more afternoon of not knowing what hour it was, of not caring, of being so completely there that time forgot us too. We forgot what time was. One more afternoon like that. Time forgot us too. We forgot what time was. One more afternoon like that. Time forgot us too. the end. Without knowing it was the end, the kisses got sweeter, which should have been a good sign, which felt like a good sign at the time. But I know now what I didn't know then, that the sweetest kisses are the ones that know something the people kissing don't know yet. There was one I remember more than the others. You kissed me like you were memorizing it, like you were taking something you intended to keep. I thought that was love deepening. I didn't know it was love leaving slowly, one sweet kiss at a time. The sweeter the kiss, the closer the end. I know that now, I didn't know it then. The sweeter the kiss, the more it meant you were already somewhere I couldn't follow. The sweeter the kiss, the more I held on without knowing what I was holding on for, without knowing I was already in the letting go. I don't blame the kisses, they were honest, more honest than either of us was willing to be at the time. They were saying, this is precious because it is ending, this is sweet because it is almost gone. I just wasn't listening to what the sweetness was trying to tell me. The sweeter the kiss, the closer the end. And the last one was the sweetest of all, which I only knew after, which is the only way you know. The last one is the last one. The sweeter the kiss, the closer the end. And I am grateful for every sweet one, even knowing what they were saying, even knowing the sweetest kiss was goodbye, dressed up as everything else, even knowing that I wouldn't change a single one. The sweeter the kiss, the closer the end. The last one was the sweetest of all. We didn't say goodbye, we just stopped. No last conversation, no final words, no moment where we looked at each other and said, this is the last time. We just stopped the way a song sometimes ends, not with a final note, but with the music simply not being there anymore. I kept waiting for the goodbye for weeks after, some part of me convinced that something that burned that bright deserved a proper ending. It never came, which meant the ending was all those small stoppings, the unreturned message, the plan that didn't become a plan, the space where you used to be that just stayed space. We didn't say goodbye, we just stopped, and the stopping was its own kind of goodbye, the kind that doesn't give you anything to hold on to. We didn't say goodbye, we just stopped, and I have been finishing that sentence ever since in my head, saying the goodbye we never said to the version of you that still lives in the part of me that didn't get to say it. We didn't say goodbye, we just stopped, which means in some way we never did. Goodbyes have a shape, a beginning, a middle, an end. What we had no shape, just an edge where something used to be and then wasn't. I have run my fingers along that edge many times, looking for where it ended, never finding it because it didn't end. It just stopped. We didn't say goodbye, we just stopped, and stopping without saying goodbye means part of it is always still going. We didn't say goodbye, we just stopped, and I carry the unsaid goodbye the way you carry something you meant to give someone and never did. Still in your pocket, still warm, still meant for you. We didn't say goodbye, we just stopped, and somewhere in that stopping, you are still there at the edge of it, almost saying goodbye the way we never did. Almost, always, almost. We didn't say goodbye, we just stopped, still almost saying I didn't know it then. If I had known, I would have stayed longer, paid more attention, memorized more of it. But that's the thing about last warm nights, they don't announce themselves, they just happen. And then later, you know which one it was. I remember the air more than anything, the particular temperature that summer makes when it is almost not summer anymore, but not yet admitting it. That air and you in it, and neither of us knowing that the warmth had already decided it was done. The last warm night was ordinary, which is how last warm nights are. The last warm night didn't feel like last, it felt like any of the other nights that came before it, which were warm and good and not yet over. The last warm night, and I didn't know to hold it differently, to breathe it more carefully, to say, remember this, remember this. This is warm. I have looked for that warmth in other nights since then. Different summers, different air, different people beside me. The temperature was never quite the same, not because the nights were colder, but because warmth is made by specific people in specific places at specific times, and that specific warmth was yours, and it ended on a night that didn't know it was ending. The last warm night, I would go back if I could, not to change anything, just to know which one it was while I was in it. The last warm night, just to feel it one more time with the knowledge of what it was, of what came after, of what it meant, that it was warm at all. The last warm night was everything, every warm night before it, arriving at once and leaving at once. And I was there without knowing I was there for the last time in that warmth, which was yours, which was ours, which was everything. The last warm night, I didn't know which one it was until it was already gone. When I close my eyes, I still smell you. Not every time, but enough times that closing my eyes has become a little dangerous. The particular thing you smelled like, not perfume, not soap, just you. The specific chemistry of you that I apparently memorized without trying to. Smell is the oldest sense, the one most tied to memory, to the parts of the brain that don't care about logic or time past, or the sensible reasons why something should be over. My brain doesn't care about any of that. It just knows what you smelled like and finds you there. Every time I close my eyes long enough. When I close my eyes, I still smell you, and I am back there completely before I can stop myself. When I close my eyes, I still smell you, and everything that came between then and now disappears, and it is just that scent and everything it means. When I close my eyes, I still smell you, which means some part of you is still right here, close enough to find when I close my eyes. I don't go looking for it, it finds me in a crowd, in a certain kind of warmth in the air before rain. Suddenly you are there in the most real way. A person can be there when they are not there. Just the scent, just the memory it carries, just the particular version of me that existed when you were close enough to smell. When I close my eyes, I still smell you, and I have stopped being surprised by it. When I close my eyes, I still smell you, and I let it happen now instead of fighting it, because fighting it never worked, and letting it happen gives me a few seconds of something that feels like having you back. When I close my eyes, I still smell you, and those few seconds are worth every time it catches me off guard, worth every time I close my eyes and find you still there, still you, still everything you always were to me. When I close my eyes, I still smell you, still there, still you. I feel you before I see the drops, before I hear it on the window. Something in the air just before it starts, that smell of rain coming, that was always yours somehow before it was ever rain. I used to love the rain for its own reasons. Now I love it for yours and dread it for the same reason. You come back in the rain without asking, without warning, just there, the way you always were before I had any reason to miss you. Every time it rains, I feel you on my skin, in the air, in the particular cold that rain brings, that feels like your hands. Do you know that your hands always felt like rain about to happen? Every time it rains, I feel you, and I stand in it sometimes just to feel you longer, just to let the rain bring you back for a little while. Every time it rains, I feel you, and rain has never been just rain since you. Sometimes I don't go inside when it starts. I just stand there getting wet, letting it cover me the way you did when you were here. And the rain was just rain. Now the rain is you, and standing in it is the closest thing I have to standing in you again. Every time it rains, I feel you, and I have stopped pretending I don't. Every time it rains, I feel you, and I turn my face up to it, the way you used to turn your face up to me. Every time it rains, I feel you, cold and certain and everywhere, the way love is when it decides it isn't finished with you yet. When the rain decides it isn't finished bringing you back to me. Every time it rains, I feel you. Rain has never been just rain since you. Thought it was over when it was over. The way fires are over when they go out. But I was wrong about fires and about you. put out a fire like that, you just stop feeding it, and it goes quiet, and you think it's done. Until something touches the ash and finds it still warm underneath. I have touched that ash many times without meaning to. Your name in a song, the smell of rain, eyes closed in a warm room. Each time still warm, still you, still burning somewhere under everything I have put on top of it. A love that burns you once, burns forever. Not the same way, not as loud, not as visible, but there in the warmth that stayed when everything else went cold. A love that burns you once, burns forever. In every closed eye, every rainy day, every song that carries you back to the night it started. A love that burns you once, burns forever. And I am still burning quietly, completely, gratefully for what we were when we were everything. You cannot feel a fire like that, cannot feel the way you looked at me like that, kissed me like you meant it, made everything else disappear. Can't unfeel the sweetest kiss that was also goodbye. The last warm night, the rain that still carries you, the eyes closed that still find you. Can't unfeel it, wouldn't if I could. It burned me once, it burns me still, which means it was real, which means you were a love that burns you once, burns forever. And I have been on fire this whole time, quietly carrying it through every ordinary day that came after. A love that burns you once, burns forever. And the burning is not pain, not anymore, just warmth in the place where you were, where you still are, where you will always be, in the particular heat that a love like that leaves behind. When it burns you once, it burns forever. That is the only truth about a love like this. It burns